I've uploaded my in-progress custom roster for the Magic-Bird Era, the 1983-84 roster. It's this one here, 1983-84 roster in progress. Username JIM_G22. So you can download the roster here. It's uploaded. So far, it has the first 4 teams completed that are in my preview videos: the Sixers, the Celtics, the Lakers, and the Rockets. Everything's done on these teams except for the contracts. I haven't gone in and set those yet. I'll go back and do the contracts at the very end for everybody. Everything else is done on those teams. Playbooks are updated, coaching staffs, etc. are updated. Obviously, it's subject to any revisions as I test. I like to make sure these guys are playing like they should, so I do a lot of testing matchups, and if I see anything in the testing, I may make some additional edits, but to do a little fine-tuning, but they're otherwise done. There's some guys on some of the other teams, the other caps in my preview videos, like Terry Tyler, Kelvin Ramsey. Bulls have several. Orlando Warridge, Quentin Daly. Those are all in here. These teams still need to be worked on, but all those guys are in the roster file. If anyone wants to download those caps for any reason, they're there. I'll keep updating as we go along, and as I get more and more teams done, I'll keep updating this periodically. If you come across anything in the testing, if you feel like somebody's not playing like they should, or someone's taking way too many shots or not nearly enough shots or anything like that, just let me know. Hopefully, with the tendencies that were edited, the shot distribution should work out pretty well. There's also a little bit of an issue with the sim stats. Guys don't take enough 3-pointers in the sim games, so I had to up their 3-point tendency for that up pretty high to get them to take 3-pointers. So I'll once I get everything done, one of the things I'm working on is the adjustments to the sliders and the My Era franchise settings to use with these. So that stuff hasn't been fully worked out yet, but once I do have all that done, I'll upload something. The one thing I would recommend doing, though, at a minimum, is on your sliders, if you go all the way down to the max speed and minimum speed and the max acceleration, the minimum acceleration, I would set these at 30 and 95. The baseline is not that high. I can't remember offhand, but I think it's like 75 or something like that is like the max speed, which means basically everyone at that speed or higher, that they're all capped at that speed. So you don't really get any variation. You don't get the true fast guys. Someone who's basically a 92 speed in the game is going to top out at the same speed as somebody who's an 80 speed. So if you raise the max and lower the minimum, you get more variation in the speed between the players, so that the fastest guys are really the fastest guys out there, which does tend to help with fast breaks because you have guys who can outspeed other people a little better. But so that they don't feel too fast out there, I go into the attributes and I bump the acceleration down to 49 and the speed down to 49. So that basically slightly lowers the speed across the board, but you still get the variation, the wider variation between the players. So that way they don't feel like they're just sort of jumping around from spot to spot on the court. But you do get the fastest guys that truly has the fastest guys. So that's one thing I would do. Like I said, I'm working on sliders as I test. So once I get a full slider set out, and worked out, which will be later in the process, I'll upload that. But that's the one I would definitely change, is just to make sure you get the guys with the real top end speed as the actual fastest guys in the league.